some technical difficulties there. I am so proud of our staff and how much fun they had with putting together that neat TikTok from the 90s. As you know, I'm Sandy Mott, the Director of Athletics, and joining me today on this presentation is Mr. Paul Smith, our Assistant Athletic Director for Communications. His creativity and expertise has certainly raised the bar in the marketing and promotions of our department. At this time, I will turn it over to him to introduce to you the rest of our team who is on today's call. And remember, you can engage with them through the chat feature.
Thank you, Sandy. Again, I'm Paul Smith, Assistant Director of Athletics for Communications. I want to introduce to you the rest of our team that is here with us today. Charlotte Hunt, Assistant Director of Athletics for Compliance and Academic Services. Charlotte also serves as our Senior Woman Administrator. You'll find on many of these slides that the Twitter handles for the staff members are listed there, so please feel free to give us a follow as we go through this presentation. We're also joined by Dr. Valerie Stevenson, Associate Head Athletic Trainer. Brett Crossland, Head Sports Performance Coach, who is due for a new headshot here very soon. Babek Abuzar, our Head Soccer Coach. Jeff Hubner, Head Volleyball Coach. Beth Gilson, Head Basketball Coach. Lisa Bowerman, Head Gymnastics Coach. Amber Barker, Head Softball Coach. Allison Fields, our Head Dance Coach. And Sarah Lilly, our Head Synchronized Swimming Coach. We do have a short video we're going to play. I'm going to change this over to see if we can't make this work a little bit better than what we had previously, so bear with me here. This is a video about our programs at TWU. And we understand there may have been some technical difficulties, so by the conclusion of today's show, we will have that video posted on our social media channels on Twitter. Student athletes at Texas Women's University come from all across the country, and the 5 sports that operated underneath the TWU Athletics umbrella during this last academic year, we were represented by 15 different states and 1 territory, which you see on the screen right now.
We're very excited about our facilities here. What you're looking at now is a rendering of the new field house, which is slated to come on board in fall of 2021. This field house will be home for women's soccer and softball, our dance program, and our stunt program, which we'll all talk about those a little bit here coming on board. But also this will house public restrooms, concessions, tickets, really a neat facility for the growth of Pioneer Athletics. Here we have Pioneer Soccer Park, home to our regionally ranked soccer team. This opened in 2018, and as you can tell, it's just ready to go. It's ready for fall, ready for that team to come back and take the field and compete at a high level again. Pioneer Hall, home to Kitty McGee Arena, is used as the competition site for TWU volleyball, basketball, and gymnastics programs. The pool is also housed in Pioneer Hall. This is also where our sports medicine and sports performance facilities are. 2 large dance and aerobic studios can be found on the 3rd floor, and we also have a suspended track up there for walking or jogging that overlooks the arena. You can see that in the photo as well. DGL is the practice facility for our nationally ranked gymnastics program. And this is the Diane Baker Field, named after a softball alum who then returned to coach the team and is now an avid supporter of all things Texas Women's University, especially athletics. Newly renovated just this year to enhance the fan experience with a video board and covered seating with premium stadium seats there in the middle section. Let's walk through our programs here quickly. The Pioneer Pride Dance Team seeks to bring school spirit to Texas Women's, making their debut in the fall of 2017. They are a very new program. Pioneer Pride performs at various school functions, athletic events, and community events. Last spring, the team competed at Daytona Beach, Florida for the National Dance Association Finals, where they placed 4th in the nation. And you can see Oakley, our mascot, there as well. Oakley also qualified for nationals this spring, but unfortunately was not able to go.
Our Pioneer soccer program over the last 4 years has won 41 games, beat West Texas A&M during the Lone Star Conference Championship this last year, and advanced to the NCAA tournament. 6 Pioneers earned all Lone Star Conference honors this year. Our coach has led the program since the 2013 season.
Pioneer Volleyball, competing in the Lone Star Conference of the NCAA Division II, the 2019 team made a run into the conference semifinals, beating the #1 ranked team on their home court. A dynamic team providing high energy entertainment in the fall semester and features an All-American returning in Trixie O'Shea.
Texas Women's University Basketball has won 49 games over the past 4 years and was the 2010-11 Lone Star Conference champion under head coach Beth Gilson, who has led the program since the 2007-08 season.
Gymnastics competes in both the NCAA and the USA Gymnastics Championship formats. 11-time national champions. This program has created a culture of excellence, and as you can see from the picture on the left, a crowd that never stops. The energy at gymnastics meets is a phenomenal experience, one you'll want to make sure you experience.
Our softball season this past year was cut short with the cancellation of spring sports, but the team is on the rise. Among the Pioneers' wins this year were 3 wins over top 25 teams, including a big win over Augustana, who was #1 in the nation and the defending national champion.
We have 2 new sports coming online starting in the fall. One will be synchronized swimming. You got to see a slide earlier of Coach Sarah Lilly. We're very excited to add synchro into our sports offerings. Synchronized swimming will compete under USA synchronized championship format and will compete with teams across the nation to include Ohio State, Stanford, and Incarnate Word, just to name a few. We're really excited about this program as we already have a pool on campus for them to compete in. And obviously, when you have a chance to go on our website and check out Coach Lilly, she comes to us with both an Olympic and an NCAA athletic and coaching background, most notably at Stanford University. So she is starting this program and ready to have it up and swimming, so to speak, this fall. We're also going to be adding stunt. This will be a phenomenal program to bring Texas high school cheerleaders into the fold to compete at the college level in the sport of stunt. High dynamic, it matches both cheer moves with tumbling, with acrobatics. It is really a fun sport and one that is growing so quickly across the nation. We are very excited to have that up and running next fall as well. As a member of the NCAA, we wanted to provide a slide for you here that talks about the Eligibility Center. Any incoming athlete would need to register with them in order to determine eligibility as an incoming freshman or transfer student. So wanted to make sure you at least had that resource. You can see there on the page over in the top right-hand side, there's so many educational resources about the NCAA that are easy to find through their website as well. So ncaa.org, check it out and learn more there. And as always, if we can answer questions for you, we are happy to do so.
One key component of the student athlete experience at Texas Women's University is competition. In addition to our home games at TWU, which, as was answered in the chat, but these admission to home events is free to TWU students, our student athletes have competed in 19 different states over the last 4 years.
Additionally, the opportunities to not only come be a spectator and get excited about what we've got going on the field or on the court. Also, there's an opportunity to be a part of the pep band. The Pioneer Pep Band is just phenomenal. They bring so much energy to the gym, and so we certainly would like to connect you with that. And then we also are one of the larger employers on campus for student workers, as we certainly look to engage students in an experiential opportunity to work events for us as well. So wanted to throw that out. But again, we are so proud of what we've got going on with Pioneer Athletics right now, and the excitement and the energy we bring to campus with our current sports and those that we're bringing on board, facilities that are state of the art, coaches who are second to none, and a student athlete population who really do commit to academics first, and then athletics as well, and are developing into really fine leaders. The athletic department is completing our 76th consecutive semester of having a 3.0 GPA or higher as a department. So we're obviously very proud of that as well. So with the technical difficulties of our video, this might be a little shorter than maybe we had hoped, but we wanted to certainly open it up to see how we can help and answer any questions about what we have going on. If you've got a specific question for maybe one of our other staff members, we can certainly open the mic up and let them answer you as well.
Thank you so much, Sandy and Paul, for hosting this presentation. It was a pleasure to see your presentation and learn about our athletic programs and the athletic department. As they mentioned before, we will be on the chat, so you have any other questions, feel free to ask away, and we will answer that to the best of our knowledge.
And I did want to mention that the video that we attempted to play earlier in the slideshow has now been posted as live at TWU Pioneers on Twitter right now. So after we're done here, feel free to give it a look.
Also, as a reminder, this session will be posted on the Pioneer Preview website as well, so you will be able to go through any sessions that you have missed, including this one.
I haven't had a chance to go through the chat. Jose, are there any questions there that we've missed that we can help folks out with?
I have a question real quick right here. Jones is asking, will we have a track team in the future?
Well, it's hard to crystal ball into the future. Certainly, Texas Women's University has a rich tradition in the sport of track. Just this year, we had an alum recognized as she was once an Olympic gold medalist in the high jump, and now certainly a leader in the industry of business. But right now, there are no plans to add any additional sports. Stunt and synchronized swimming will be the two we get going, and once we have them up and running, we will look to see if there's something else that we need to do and that. But we absolutely love track and field, and would certainly entertain that if the timing was right and everything lined up. But right now, there's no plans to add any sports.
Awesome. We also have a really good question from Adasi. Are there athletic trainers involved at the sporting events?
Yes, we have one of the finest sports medicine programs in the country under the direction of Chris Ring and Dr. Valerie Stevenson, who is on our call with you today, so you can connect with her, and Michelle Garcia. And so our athletic trainers take great care of our student athletes all week long, and not just at the events, but they're certainly there and to make sure we're following all the safety regulations. And if something should happen, heaven forbid, we've got great care for our student athletes and those of the visiting teams as well. So sports medicine is a huge part of what we do in athletics.
Awesome. We have a really, really interesting question from Marianne over here. How do students compensate for time out of the classroom when they're out in competition?
I'll tell you, athletics really is co-curricular. It's not extracurricular. So what we're doing in athletics enhances the educational experience. And so we are very fortunate to have a great relationship with our faculty, and our students are so driven that they make sure that they prearrange whatever work they're going to be missing, communicate at a high level with the faculty members, and stay on track. So by no means are they given a free pass or an exemption to any of the work. They do every bit of the homework and assignments that are due. They maybe just do them on a little bit of different timetable when we have to travel. But you saw the map. We go from coast to coast in those experiences, and that's not every week. But when we get a special opportunity like that, again, that's an educational opportunity for our student athletes to travel and see a different part of the country as well. So it really does kind of go hand in hand with their academic pursuits as well.
Awesome. Well, I'm not seeing any more specific questions right now. So if anyone does have any questions, feel free to email our athletic department. They will gladly answer to those questions for you. But like I said, we will be on the chat for another 15 to 20 minutes. If any more questions pop up, we will be there to answer those for you.
Jose, I
Thank
did
you
see
so
one
much.
question pop up
Yes.
earlier during Sandy's presentation when somebody asked about how we could apply, talking about student jobs working in the athletic department. I will tell you there are any number of positions for student help. We rely on students to help us run our games and to help us with various different things in the office. And from my standpoint in particular, as we look to enhance our web streaming presence, we're going to need some student help. So please feel free to contact our department, because there are places where we can give students some very, very good real world experience working at our games.
Awesome. And some people are interested in athletic training. Who can they email?
Well, actually, I'm going to ask Dr. Valerie if she'll just unmute, and you want to just give us a quick rundown on sports medicine?
Of course, I'd be more than happy to do that. Can you guys hear me okay?
We
Yes.
can.
Oh, perfect. Hi, I am Dr. Valerie Stevenson. I'm the associate head athletic trainer at Texas Women's. We have 3 full-time athletic trainers on our staff, and we attend all of our home matches. We travel with all of our teams. We provide everything from day-to-day care, rehabilitation, and rehab. Our student athletes are allowed to come into our clinic every day, all day. They have open access to us whenever they need us. And we work very closely with our coaching staff and our administrators to make sure that everybody is competing safely and securely. Adelaide, if you had any specific questions, were you interested in athletic training, or were you just trying to get generalized information about our staff?
Hopefully we can get her to answer to us on the chat so we can get back to her.
We do not currently have athletic training students, but if that is something that you are interested in inquiring with us about, please email me. I sent my email there in the chat. You can reach out to me, and I will get all that information to you as quickly as I can. If you want to come and just observe and see what we do have students that have reached out, and we have allowed that to occur. So if that is something that you're interested in, then most definitely we can bring you in and introduce you to our world.
All right,
Awesome.
Marion, I'm not sure if you've got your question answered about synchronized swimming, but I will tell you it is a member of our athletic department fully. And so those athletes will not be paying a portion of their uniforms or travel or that, like maybe you do in high school or clubs, synchronized swimming. Those expenses would be taken care of by the athletic department, just like any of our other teams.
Okay, so Marian asked, is there a weights training room? And if so, where is it located at?
It is located in Pioneer Hall, but if Coach Brett Crossland is still on, he should unmute and tell you all about the excitement in the sport performance world.
Yes, I'm here, and I'll be glad to talk about that a little bit. So yes, all of our teams currently train, and all of our new teams will train in Pioneer Hall in the sports performance weight room. They train year round, so for all but 2 weeks out of the year, our student athletes are given a workout that they can complete if they're home. They have stuff that they can do at home. Right now in these challenging times, we're doing a lot of body weight stuff, so they're still receiving workouts. So that's something that every single student athlete gets as much as they want. So our current facility is where we all train out of, but in the new field house, there will be an additional facility that some of the sports will train out of. So we'll have 2 training facilities that are fully equipped to with warm up, cool down, all everything.
Okay, so we have another question from Jones. With COVID-19, what will happen with our sports?
I'll tell you, if I could answer that question for you today, there would be a lot of people across the country wanting to talk to me. It is still uncertain, right? We need to see how we're able to reopen in terms of the country, right? That's the number one thing, is what is safe for people to do in just day-to-day living situations. And then we'll worry about what's next for athletics. But right now, it's a matter of everybody staying safe and doing our part to help flatten the curve and get us back to a spot where we can go about day-to-day business. So, there are meetings daily with all of athletics leaders, the NCAA staff, but we certainly don't have any answers at this point. But I appreciate your concern and your care for us as we go through this together. But and we will keep you posted, right? As we know information, it'll be on our website, and we are very hopeful that everything returns to as close to normal as possible very soon for all of us. And athletics has always been a real source of healing across the nation after times of stress and difficulties. So we hope to be a part of the solution when that time is right. I did see a question about stunt. Real quick, I apologize if I just interrupted somebody, but so stunt is a combination of cheer, jumps, and tumbling. All right, and there's different, it's almost similar format like a basketball game in the fact that there's 4 quarters, and in each quarter you do a specific routine or skill sets against the other team. So there will be competitions during the course of the year. There'll probably be 5 competition dates against other universities that also sponsor stunt. And then the opportunity to attend national championships in the spring as well. And so very excited for that. They would be competing kind of like the February through April timeframe, but they would be practicing in the fall semester as well. And there would be no fees to be a part of the stunt program.
Okay, we have a question from Hayden. Could you please tell us a bit more about the pool facility?
Well, there's water. No, I'm just playing with you. No, it's a great pool, and it's used multi-purpose, right? First, it's an academic space. There are classes that are being taught in there, and one of the great classes in there is for people with disabilities. It really is a functional space for folks who need that for rehabilitation or just movement. It's easier to do underwater than it is on dry ground, and so so it is an 8-lane pool, shallow to deep, just like most go, and we'll certainly have a great space for our synchronized team. But it is used by Fit and Rec. Students have open swim times, so you can come use it at any time, at the published times as well each week. So it is not just an athletics facility, but it is used by the general student body, by academics, and by athletics.
Awesome. And then Jones is asking about tryouts. When are the tryouts for the sports? Is it like cheerleading tryouts?
So being a collegiate team, most of our recruiting is done before the academic year starts. And so that is, and I don't know really what your situation is in terms of your age and that, but certainly depending on which sport you're interested in, you should reach out to those coaches as soon as possible, and they can give you more information on that. But most of the recruiting and designation of who's going to have a roster spot on those teams is finalized before school would start in August. Obviously, our new programs that are just getting off the ground would certainly discuss that opportunity in the fall, because so many people don't know we have those sports yet, and an opportunity to join the team at that time. But for the most part, you want to have all that kind of locked in before you show up.
Awesome. Well, I just see one more question about dance. When do we try out for stunt, and is there a class period, or is it just after school practice?
Well, it is not a class period, and it may not necessarily be after school. The college schedule is such that you can sign up for classes at different times throughout the day, and there are a fair offering of evening classes. And so our coaches work around our academic schedules of the folks on the roster. And so it may be a morning practice, it may be an afternoon practice, it may be an evening practice. All that kind of is dependent semester by semester, and with these academic schedules of the team members. So, but it's outside the class time, and it won't be every day of the week during the out of season portion, but during February through April, it would be probably 6 days a week. And that would include competition in those 6 days.
Awesome. Well, I'm not seeing any more questions for the moment. So thank you so much, Paul. Thank you so much, Sandy, for hosting this for us. And we'll hope we get a lot of student athletes on the coming year.
Well, more importantly, we hope we have a lot of fans, right? Whatever your role is, even if you're on one team, you need to be a fan of all teams. And if you're a member of the Texas Women's University community, you need to be a fan, because we're a big fan of all the other activities that go on campus. And like I said, we had so much fun supporting Student Government Association and their initiative this week. And we just feel like we're really a vital part of the campus, and we want to be a vital part of all the other opportunities. We want our student athletes to be well-rounded and be a part of things outside of athletics and academics as well. And thank you all for joining us, and please stay safe.
Thank you so much, Sandy, Paul. You guys have a good evening.
Thank you.